Hey everybody, Mark McDonald with First United Methodist Church for what may be one of the most exciting weekly updates I've been able to bring. Now, we've had some good things, good news to share during this pandemic, but today is exciting, so I'm going to build up to it. First, I want to follow on some of the things we said were coming. One is that we are planning an outdoor worship service on March 7th so that we can have a brief outdoor worship time and then have a drive-through communion or a stand outside communion. Details are still pending because can you imagine it? The weather is not necessarily cooperating with us. We've had some wild weather. Yesterday was a gorgeous day, but as you know, rain is coming. It's springtime that's starting to unfold around us. So right now, we're not sure about the date of March 7th or what the plans will be. So watch next week's weekly update and we'll give you whatever we have at that point. Second is we had shared that we are going to have an Easter egg hunt, and I am so excited that we are doing that. In the newsletter this week, I want you to look at it. There's an article inside the newsletter that talks about Sunny Bunny, which is a company that we've partnered with for our Easter egg hunt. So instead of asking you to bring candy and eggs, we're asking you to make donations, and we're purchasing prepackaged Easter egg treats from Sunny Bunny, which is an organization that uses adults with disabilities to produce these, supporting a great cause, but it also makes us be able to maintain our social distance that we would have to have in preparing them and all the things that go along with that. So we're excited about this. It's a great partnership. We have not set the date yet. We're partially waiting for weather, but we're also looking at how things unfold with being able to use inside the building, outside the building, and things like that. And so that's coming in late Easter, probably about a week before Easter. Easter is on April 4th. Now here is the big announcement for the day. Thanks to the work of our launch team who put together a nice proposal that was approved by our conference within the guidelines. It was approved by our board of trustees within their guidelines on maintaining a safe and secure church. And last night it was approved by our church council as a way to transition back into worship. We are going to have Easter Sunday worship indoors in the newly refreshed sanctuary. We are so excited. We're setting up the sanctuary now. So what the carpet is done, but we have to reattach pews and seats. We have to do some deep cleaning, have the organ and the piano tuned, arrange everything perfectly. On Easter Sunday, what we're going to ask you to do is make reservations. We're going to have 2 services, worship only, no Sunday schools on Easter Sunday, 2 worship services at 9:30 and 11 a.m. on April 4th. And on those, we ask you to make reservations. You will be able to do so in about 2 weeks. We'll announce how you do that. It will be both online and by calling or emailing the church office, but we will have that set up. We have a limit to the number of people that can come in with COVID guidelines. Right now, every person or household that lives together has to have a 36 square foot bubble around them, and our worship leaders have to have a much bigger bubble around them. Everybody has to leave their masks on. They have to take their temperature, sign in, those kinds of things. But that may change over the next few weeks as we watch this count go down. You may recall that when this began, our church council and our trustees agreed that we wanted 14 days of decline before we reopened for worship. And now we are just skirting on that. You've seen the numbers. If it weren't for the snow last week, we probably would have just continued decline. We've jumped back up a little bit, but we're very optimistic that we've made it. And so we are looking for Easter Sunday to join together in worship, 9:30 and 11. If those fill up and we run out of space, we'll start a 3rd service, a 4th service, whatever we need. We're not sure what the attendance will be like, so the attendance, by registering online, you help us prepare for that and know if we need to have more services and how we arrange our space. We will have ushers to help you with it every step along the way. It's going to be a great Sunday. Second part of it is that next week we resume Sunday school. You know we already have small groups and they have a limit of 10. We believe that as we move along, that will continue to unfold some, and we will be ready. We will have so for our transition back into weekly worship, which starts April 11th, the Sunday after Easter, we will have a 9 a.m. contemporary service in the fellowship hall. Just like the old one, probably won't have food like we used to yet. Depends on the guidelines. We'll have a 10 o'clock Sunday school hour that's for everybody. And then at 11 o'clock, worship service in the sanctuary, a traditional worship service in the sanctuary. Each service will have its limit on the number. You'll still have to register to be there. That is going to be a little difficult thing to get used to, and it's only temporary, because once they lift the restrictions and we start getting further along in our safety, we'll be able to open up again. So we're looking for extra volunteers to help us. Those are people who can be ushers and greeters, who can take temperature, make sure we sign in, follow all the rules. We're looking for more than we're used to have, but what a great time to be together. We'll be wearing our masks the whole time, but this is going to be a blast. Now, I understand that this is a very different worship schedule than what we had from before, and this is a transitional schedule. So what the council has approved is for us to begin back on August 11th with this new Sunday schedule and see how it works, see what we think. It gives us a good way to control it. Every service in every Sunday school is required to meet only 45 minutes right now. So that gives us time between every one to sanitize, to fog the rooms, to make sure we're ready for the next thing to happen. So we are excited about this. Easter Sunday is a time when we will be able to say, He is risen and we are back. So is that not great? And we will continue on that for a while and make adjustments as we go. Watch the weekly updates, watch the newsletter. There's lots of good information in there this week. One of the last things to do is to ask you if you would like to make a donation toward Easter lilies. We are going to decorate the sanctuary with Easter lilies. So between now and March 10th, that's just 2 weeks away. We are taking orders. They can be memorials or honorariums. We're asking you to give $22, and that $22 purchases an Easter lily that you'll be able to pick up if you would like. You can give it in honor of somebody who is living or in memory of a loved one who has died, and we will decorate the sanctuary on Easter Sunday with that. When you come to worship, you'll be able to pick up one of those and take it with you if you would like, but it's going to be gorgeous in our new sanctuary and with being back together again. So make your plans. April 4th is when it starts. We are working on the communion for March. We're working on the Easter egg hunt. Donations are welcome for all of that. And as always, we thank you for the way that you've supported our church through this. Continue to support us financially. Join a small group. Be with us online like you are right now. But we are so excited that we're able to take this first step back in, just like we had worked on the plans for a long time. So I hope you are filled with joy for that today, excited as I am. Watch for lots and lots of publicity, both in our church and outside the church, as we get ready for a wonderful Easter Sunday and all the things that are going to unfold around us. And of course, today, be a blessing.